Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss few important topic from chapter 6, and the chapter 6 already we have discussed few topics, and the chapter 6 is your electromagnetic induction. Now the first topic which we are going to discuss is your coefficient of self-inductance. So in last class already we have defined this expression phi equal to Li. So what is this expression basically signify? It signifies that if the current is high, then the flux will also be high, and this phi and I is directly proportional, and from that we can define phi equal to Li. Now it becomes more clear if you see the previous class. Now from here we will try to define a coefficient of self-inductance. Now if I equal to 1, then phi equal to L. How can we define coefficient of self-inductance from this expression? So we have written thus coefficient of self-inductance L is defined as the magnetic flux linked with the coil when unit current flows through it. Okay, if I equal to 1, then phi equal to L. Also, we have defined this expression E equal to minus L di dt. How it comes out? Using the Faraday's-Lenz law, E equal to minus d phi dt. So, if you substitute phi equal to Li, then it becomes E equal to minus L di dt. So, L equal to E by minus di dt. So, if minus di dt equal to 1, then L equal to E. So, from here also you can define coefficient of self-inductance. So coefficient of self-inductance is the induced EMF, and that can be defined from this statement. So what we have written, let me read out. Thus coefficient of self-inductance is defined as the induced EMF in the coil through which the rate of decrease of current is unity. So as minus di dt equal to 1, that's why we have given as a rate of decrease of current. Negative sign shows that it is the decrease. Now SI unit of self-inductance is Henry, and again Henry can be defined from both the equation phi equal to Li and E equal to minus L di dt. So L equal to phi by I, so phi is your flux, that is your Weber by ampere. So 1 Henry equal to 1 Weber by ampere, and also from this equation 1 Henry equal to 1 volt by 1 ampere per second. So thus coefficient of self-inductance is said to be 1 Henry if 1 volt of EMF induced in a coil for unit rate of decrease of current. So this is the definition of Henry. Now you can define dimension using this expression L equal to E by minus di dt. So you have to define the dimension for E, that is your EMF or potential difference, that is work done per unit charge, and di dt, unit for current is ampere and time is second. So if you substitute and simplify, you will get m1 L2 t minus 2 a minus 2. So please check it out. I think you will get this one. So this is all about your self-inductance, coefficient of self-inductance and self-induction. Now today we are going to discuss another topic, that is your mutual induction. So here in the circuit you see you do have two coils. One I have written P, another I have written S. So P stands for primary and S stands for secondary. Now in primary basically you do have a source and a key. Okay. Now in secondary you don't have any source, but you do have one instrument or one apparatus, you can say, and that apparatus is nothing but is your, I think all of you know that apparatus is nothing but is your galvanometer. So this is your galvanometer G, let me write. Now what we will do, we'll close the key K. Now in primary it is there, so when you close the key, current starts rising. So current starts rising means what? Flux change will occur, or flux increases. This increase in flux is very easily, or you can say there is increase in flux linked with the secondary, because primary and secondary are very close to each other. So increase in current corresponds increase in flux in primary, and this primary is very close to the secondary, so there is an increase in flux in secondary. So whenever there is an increase in flux in a coil or change in flux in a coil, what happens, basically induced EMF will comes out as per Faraday's law, and induced EMF causes induced current, and as a result the galvanometer points will deflect. So this is your mutual induction, because the source is in another coil but the EMF produces in another coil. That's why shearing occur basically, and shearing here is your change in flux. So let me read out. Mutual induction is the phenomenon of inducing EMF in a closed coil due to the change of current with time in a nearby coil. I think all of you have understood. So increase in current causes increase in flux, and increase in flux, let me denote this one I. Increase in flux causes increase in flux in the nearby coil, because two coils are very close to each other, and increase in flux causes induced EMF, and as a result induced current will be there. So S stands for secondary and P stands for primary. So increase in current in primary, you can say that is your I suffix P, primary current. So primary current is proportional to flux change in primary and obviously flux change in secondary. So amount of flux in secondary is directly proportional to the primary current, and that constant you have to bring, that is your capital M, and M is your coefficient of mutual inductance. Similarly, if you go for Faraday's Lenz law, ES equal to minus d phi s dt, so it comes out ES equal to minus M dIP dt. So phi s is your flux in secondary and IP current in primary. M is your coefficient of mutual inductance. If IP equal to 1 as per here in this expression, then phi s equal to M. So M equal to phi s. So thus coefficient of mutual inductance is defined as the flux linked with the secondary coil, or the flux linked with the secondary due to unit current flowing through the primary, or unit current flowing through in primary. Also you can use this expression ES equal to minus M dIP dt. So also M equal to ES if minus dIP dt equal to 1. The coefficient of mutual inductance is the EMF induced in the secondary due to rate of decrease of current in primary. So as negative, that's why we have written decrease of current in primary. So SI unit of mutual inductance is same as that of SI unit of self inductance, that is Henry, and dimension also same, that is your M1 L2 T minus 2 A minus 2. So in self inductance you will get a single coil, and sometimes self inductance is known as electrical inertia. In mutual inductance you need two coil, and source is there in one coil but EMF produces in another coil where there is no source. So this is all about. Please check out and try to find out your queries, and these topics are very important for the numerical. We will come across numerical later on. So this is all about. Thank you.